Hello and welcome back to, part 3 of Garrett's birthday. Fuck me. Am I getting long and, long-winded in this whole goddamn thing. So where did I leave off? I left off that we were on the Pint on White. So, from the Pint on White, we found out that Mackenzie wasn't going to be showing up until 4:30. So, me and Ryan are like, do we want to sit in this extremely loud, extremely annoying, and clustered bar waiting for some random individual that we don't even know who he looks like or when he's going to show up to arrive and to dictate, hey, we get on the bus at certain time. So, I'm like, fuck it. Let's get the fuck out of here. And Ryan's like, I agree. So from there, we got our stamps. By the end of the night, I looked like some sort of prison bitch. Because I had, not tats, but stamps all up my goddamn arm. I ran out of wrist space. Put one wrist, put the other wrist, fucking put on the back of the wrist, put on the arm, all over the goddamn place. I fucking had so many stamps on me. I should have been a prison bitch. Ain't that some shit? So we wandered over to the Red Square, which was formerly known as Monkey Island. A very, very wonderful bar if you enjoy a dance floor that is 5 feet by 5 feet square. We get to Monkey Island, or Red Square. We walk in there, and there is nobody in there whatsoever. I'm like, my God. It is dead. We walk up to the bar said something that I did not think was possible. It was almost as though it was divine. I'm like, what do you have for drink specials? Everyone else laughed in my face and then spit at me. I'm like, well, Bird, what do you have for drink specials? I'm like, I'll take that as a no. I went to Red Square and like $4 pints. I'm like, $4? I've been paying upwards of $6, $7 for drinks, and you're offering $4. I'll get 2. Fuck, I'll get 3. Just give me the keg. I'll just siphon off the fucking thing. So we walk in there. We are double fisting drinks, and we look around. It's dead. Dead as shit. No wonder they had drinks specials going on. I look at this table and there's 2 Asian people, 2 white people. I'm like, fucking right. Let's go meet some people. Sit down. I'm like, hello. I'm going to sit here now. If you want to leave, you have every option and you're welcome to. But if you do not, my name's Garrett, this is Ryan, and hello. So we met a bunch of interesting people. I don't remember any of their names except for Tyler Coe. That is the only name that sticks out because that was the only name that I think was fully given to me in a state where I could try to remember. He actually gave me a little bit of tips. He's like, Coe. K-O. Like knockout. It shouldn't be that difficult to remember. I'm like, I am drunk. I can't remember anything right now, but that's alright. So we met these people, hung around with these people, had a good discussion about television, The Walking Dead, something I'll touch upon later, and how awesome it is. And yeah, had a good time meeting these people, and wandering over to, I think it used to be the billiard club. I can't remember what it was called when we went there. No, it was downstairs of the billiard club because I was upstairs for my sister's birthday. I don't think, no. Whatever it is, we went there and they had a ski shop. Took a video of it. Quite amusing. By about that time, it was about 4:35. I'm like, okay, Ryan, we have to get the fuck out of here and go meet up with Mackenzie and see what the fuck his idea is for this pub crawl. So we wandered back to the Pint on White, and we're walking around, looking, and not really seeing anybody that resembles someone who's going to go on a pub crawl. I don't think there's any distinguishing features to find who's going to be going on something like that, but I go up to a bartender. I'm like, hey! This is me! anything to you. And I want my ticket for the pub crawl. That was really my most common line, I think, of the night. And someone actually sitting in the bar is like, "Hey!" I'm like, "Yes." He's like, "Is that for the pub crawl?" I'm like, "Yes." He's like, "Go find Mackenzie. She's the girl in the blue hoodie." I'm like, "She?" So we go walking around trying to find this person in a blue hoodie. Finally run into this girl. I'm like, "Hello! Does this mean anything to you?" And she's like, "Yes, I'm Mackenzie." I'm like, "You're Mackenzie. That's a very strange girl's name." I did not say that, but that was instantly what came to mind. So Mackenzie put a bracelet on me, and she's like, "They will be calling when the bus arrives, and we all get on at 6. I'm like, "Why the fuck did you people consider us congregating here at 3 if the bus doesn't show up until 6? Next thing I know, it's 6. I'm like, holy shit. I think I've had far too much to drink. So, somehow, lost Ryan. He was nearby, then he was not nearby. It was horrifying. Actually, no, I didn't really give a fuck. I knew he'd find his way. I'm a very large man, and I'm extremely loud at times. If you need to find me, you will find me. So the bus shows up, they call for the bus, I wander out to the bus, Ryan's nowhere to be found, a load of people get on the bus, I'm standing at the door right next to Mackenzie, rubbing shoulders, looking very, very sharp in my suit, my green suit, that Roberta, when I found that thing at Valley Village for $40, claimed that is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. And then I mentioned to Ryan, he's like, "That is not how I envisioned that suit would be. That suit is actually very sharp and very classy. In lower light," I'm like, "Yes, in lower light. This suit is considered black. No one can distinguish. It's a dark green. It's not this kind of green. It's not this kind of green. It's not even this kind of green. Yes, that's right. I'm wearing pants while vlogging. Probably a first." So we get on the bus. I wander near the back of the bus, after finding Ryan, of course. And I find an open seat beside a girl. And I'm like, "Hey, a girl." So I sit down. I'm like, "Hello, my name is Garrett." She's like, "Hello, my name is..." I'm like, "Oh, how wonderful to meet you." I later learned that her name was Amy. Very pleasant girl. Something about her face, though. I don't know. There was something about her face. She was cute, but she was broken. I could tell. Sorry, I did not mean to get that eye twitch. I've been watching it on my other vlogs. I know I twitch my left eye, and please do not make an effort to point that out, because it may make me insecure. So I sit by Amy, and Liz had been texting me. It was hilarious. Everyone's like, "Garrett, where are you? Garrett, where are you?" I'm like, "I've checked in at every goddamn place I've been. Where the fuck do you think I am?" "I'm on a bus, motherfucker." And I'm like, I'm consulting with Amy, a girl I had met about a minute prior. I'm like, "My friend keeps bothering me about where I am. I'm going to tell her to go fuck herself." And she's like, "No, don't do that. That'll hurt her feelings." I'm like, "Alright. I'm going to tell her that she's retarded." "No, don't do that. That'll hurt her feelings." I'm like, "Fine. I'll say, 'Eat shit, you dirty fat whore, and die.'" And she's like, "Give me your phone." So I pass my phone over to her. I'm like, "Please, may you dictate." No, not dictate. Just say what needs to be said to get the idea across that, shit happens. So she wrote this message to Liz. And I thought I was talking to Adele, honestly. Like, even Adele and Cindy later in that evening were texting me and asking me, like, "Where are you?" And honestly, about that point, I was so fucked up, I didn't even know where I was. So the bus brings us to the public house. We get to the public house, and everyone from the bus disappears. They're like the mist. That fucking place is packed. There's books piled up everywhere. Ran into a bunch of people. Met another girl named Sean. I don't know what was with the fucking amount of women with men's name out on my birthday, but I found it disheartening and disturbing all at the same time. And it went directly to my penis. So, met up with Sean and a bunch of her friends who were not pretty whatsoever, but still interesting people to converse with. Met a lot of people, don't remember half their names, only the ones with their memorable names. And hung out for a bit, wandered around that bar several times, had a few drinks, didn't even know what the price of the drink. At one point, didn't even know the prices of the drinks. At one point, I had given Ryan a 20 out of my pocket and somehow ripped it in half. The bartender was so busy that she wouldn't even take the ripped 20. Ryan claimed that he had to leave the bar, go to get the money taped back together, and then come back. I'm like, holy shit, I didn't even notice you were gone. And that was the beginning of how my evening started to time-lapse. And we will find that out more in part 4. Honestly, I did not mean to rhyme with that, and I have to piss.